Good morning, everyone. Gal, back to Ender Lilies. This video, hopefully this will go better than the last boss video, but this may just be a video of me doing boss attempts, depending on how hard this boss is and how many forms it has. So, I did a quick decision here on what powers to bring along with me. We're definitely bringing Knight on our main attack for both, because I feel like it's going to be strong enough without the cooldown, with the speed that it has, that we can get those perfect guards in. Along with that, so for my main set, I decided I needed to bring Sigrid, because she appears to be... I keep forgetting names. She appears to be Sylva's... friend or lover. And I'm honestly kind of curious if there's going to be any special interaction if we bring that character along. And then, plus it has kind of this ranged aerial thing it can do. Plus it can kind of hold a ground position pretty well. The other one I'm bringing is the arrows. I'm really not sure on this one, but I don't know how the boss moves, so I figure it's an option. And then I've got the sword again for the primary on this. I am bringing this as a good long-range attack. If I feel like this is too slow, I'm going to switch that for the Hawk, or the Merchant. And then the circle, I've got this. This is a close range, but it's to the side. If this doesn't work, I'm probably going to... I've got like a bunch of things that I'm thinking I could switch to, namely the new spider one, but also just the basic Hamlet Youth one that kind of does a big arc if the enemy spends a lot of time on the ground. And I want to be further away, then I may switch the Whirlwind up for that. And that gives me two options for being further away with this one. Honestly, if that ends up being the case, I may switch the primary on this to the staff or the wand or whatever, and do like staff, arrow, Hamlet Youth, and then this one could be all more melee oriented. We'll see. I just kind of wanted a good variety to start with, because I don't know what to expect. I literally got killed on the first hit of this boss the first time I ran into the room. I think this is intentionally set up so that you can get through it without, fighting anything big. So this is probably going to be rough. This is a learning one. Secret. I will just say right now, I am excited for getting this hammer. Because that's gotta be what's next, right? I need to find a better time to attack. These are definitely not the best options. Oh, second phase. Okay, correction. Those are not the best options for the first phase. Okay. Yeah, I need to dodge that one fully when she does that big swing. Okay, I think I'm gonna immediately backtrack on what I was thinking. We're gonna do... So we've got the Umbral Knight, definitely. And then I think for this one, I'm gonna do... that guy? And then for this one, I'm gonna do this, this, and this. I want to see how this works. So this is gonna be my ranged setup. Dark Witch. Archer gives me the longest range up angle that I can get, and then Hamlet Youth is the one for while she's on the ground, and I want to be far away. Sigrid and Umbral Knight I can kind of get in there, and then Western Merchant I can just put on while I'm dodging, and just kind of put that constant barrage down. I do feel like I was starting to pick up a little bit on when it's good to attack. I don't feel like doing more than 1 or 2 attacks before I dodge out is beneficial, which is too bad because I've got that upgraded combo. But it's probably for the best. So right off the bat, she's gonna do that attack. Yep. That was actually curiosity more than anything there. The last one was a mistake. But I wanted to see what happened if I parry her melee attacks. And the answer is severe knockback. It is not... Parrying the melee attacks is a bad idea. Parrying the ranged attacks, if I can get the timing right, could be good. But I feel like dodging through most of these attacks is better than dodging or than parrying them. We'll see. That was definitely way better than the first couple times. Although, apparently I got hit somewhere where I didn't notice it. That was a mistake. Oh no. Crap. Well, I was getting really proud of myself. Honestly, that's not too bad though. And her HP went really fast for that last phase. So it is still looking like 3 phases. This setup is definitely working. I feel like for the second phase, I might want to switch over to that ranged build that I set up. And then kind of switch back and forth a little bit on that second and third phase. But I feel like this is definitely what I want for that first phase. I was able to get her up to her stun, which is the orange bar at the bottom, by just keeping on top of her and not letting it recharge. And I feel like that went a long way. Yep, that was bad. I'm just messing around with options right now. Okay, so the bow is not working. The bow could be good right at that point, pretty much. But that doesn't happen terribly often. Okay, so basically what I'm realizing from that is I think my first choice with just doing the sword primary was good. I'm going to leave it as is for now, but I may switch it over to sword primary, staff as triangle, instead of bow for the secondary. Honestly, I could probably just leave it on the primary the whole time, but I feel like having the secondary may be really good on the third phase where she has such a bigger hitbox as well. I can't even see what's going on. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and do what I was talking about there. I'm gonna leave it I'm gonna still do what I was talking about for the third phase here of... I think... No, we'll do that. I feel like this is probably gonna be okay. Basically just having something to switch to, but I still wanted the sword to be my primary. So it's kind of like once I run out of my hawk, that's just doing that constant automatic damage. It gives me something to ranged I can do that I can kind of mix in when she flies away. Okay. Oh, that's really good. I got a little too aggressive there, but I didn't get her into the stun until the second phase started. So I was able to do that extra damage from her second life bar, or from the second life bar instead. That heal didn't finish. I took 2 shots from the ranged attack, and then I got hit with the hammer all in succession. That could have gone better. Honestly, though, I felt a little bit better that time. I feel like one of my things that I'm running into is that I am kind of, not necessarily overthinking completely, but a little bit here. I feel like if I need to stop being quite so aggressive with the first phase because she is easy to dodge. And I have the constant damage going from the Hawk. Um, okay. That was a flawless victory for that first phase. That could have gone worse. That went really well. Flawless on the first 2 phases. All I needed to do was slow down and take a look at it. I was not worthy of being the priestess's guardian. I thought I had found a way to protect her from the blight. In the end, my only choice was to The blight washed over the land like an ever-consuming wave. Sheep and shepherds of the cathedral alike all eventually became blight. Now my body feels not quite my own, a stranger within my own flesh. Foul mages and their blasted potion. I was meant to be her guardian. Protector of the White Priestess, now turned brutal killer. Madness. Is this the work of the blight, or who I truly am inside? Sigrid, if I could see you before there's nothing left of me. You were the one I truly wished to protect. Oh, my beloved sister. I only wished. Okay, sisters. That's right. I think we may have gotten something about that earlier. Guardian Silva. Chain attacks with a hammer. Hold to charge an attack. Charge attacks cause more damage and cover a wider area. Guardian's Wings. Allows nimble dodge slide to get out of harm's way. Okay, air dash. Perfect. When SP gauge is full, up, the defiled souls are used to wreak havoc. What is this? Oh. We get a super attack now. That makes me happy. Okay. That's kind of cool. It's the guardian of the White Priestess of the Fount. Then we must be close. The blight spreads even further. It is said that the priestesses have hold over their senses despite the blight. This seems far too much for anyone to bear. So one thing with all of this, obviously, priestess must also think of herself. Yeah. One thing I noticed as we were going through this last section, and one thing that I was trying to figure out earlier, and that now I'm kind of curious about. You might be the last of your kin. There's no shame in running from all of this. Yeah. No one remains who could condemn you if you did. To my part, I want you to live, to leave this land behind. Oh. You never should have awakened. Yet now our fate is in your hands alone. I'm sorry. Only you can end the curse of the eternal blight. In the farthest regions, in a distant spring, there are waters yet untainted, clear and blue. Okay, so we have to find the fountain, I guess. So I've been trying to figure out, as I was playing through, what blight was on the menu. And I finally figured out what it is. Not that long ago, and it's probably been obvious to somebody who's watching, so I probably shouldn't admit this, but I'm going to anyway. That's your XP meter. And I find it interesting that the level meter here lists out of 100. And part of what that makes me curious about is if the I'm curious if you get different endings depending on how low level you are. Because I could totally see that being a thing. And especially in this particular case, like, if we've been, I could see the idea of, like, you have to be under a certain purity, or, like, if you reach level 100, because you're leveling up by absorbing blight, by purifying things. So if you're not actually... I could totally see that being a thing. I have no idea if it is, but it would be pretty cool if it was how that worked, wouldn't it? Let's real quick, because I'm curious. We're gonna do that and that. Spirits. Sure. I want to see what this hammer looks like. Okay. That feels like you could cheese it. You gain a little bit of height with each of those. I'd be curious if there's like something that was just out of reach. It pushes you back also though, so you'd have to like do something like that. I wonder if that's... I could see that being speedrun tech, but I also watch way too many things and I'm not actually a speedrunner. So yeah, I think I'm gonna make this one of my primaries. I'm gonna switch back to a water and ground based skill set. And then I think I'm gonna do that. Oh, that can be used aquatic. Do I want that one aquatic, or do I want sword for aquatic? Let's try it this way. I feel like this has a bigger arc to it, which I'm okay with. Let's actually go down to enhance quick as well. Okay, so all of these are 90 at this point for Furious Blight. And these ones are all... all of these 3s are 90 for Stagnant. You know, as much as this one hasn't been great during... Like, it's good, but I feel like it wasn't doing that much damage during the main parts. But one of the things it's really good at is during boss fights, just putting down that persistent damage. So I think I may want to continue upgrading it regardless. The other thing that does, I think, is keep their stun meter down, which is neat. Yeah. I'm honestly curious about getting this one, the next upgrade, just because it's, like, attack range and combo up. This one has increased projectiles, which feels good. This has increased projectiles, which feels good. This has minus cooldown time. Like, all of these I'm excited about getting that next upgrade. And this one's boring, but it's probably going to be good. Yeah, we'll have to see, because there's a lot of cool stuff floating around here. Yeah. I think that's where we're going to take our break. There's so much backtracking to do now. So much to explore. I'm so excited. Also, the playtime on this, I think we just passed both of the Team Ladybug games. Just saying. So yeah. Hopefully you're still enjoying. If you are, please give me a like and subscribe. Check out the other content on my channel. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments. And as always, have a good one. We'll catch you next time.